Hello Taurus and welcome to Faylight Tarot. This video is for your general reading for the next 4 weeks, that time period being the entirety of December. Now, as per usual, I've cleansed and pre-shuffled my cards because I like to take my time over that and I don't like to waste any of yours. Now, as anyone will tell you, there's a lot of you out there, so take what resonates for you and leave behind what doesn't. And if nothing resonates for you, then that's absolutely fine. It's just not the reading for you. You can try again next time. But should you like what you see in here today, then please by all means do hit the like, share and subscribe buttons and you'll be alerted to your next reading, which is for your career and finances. Okie dokie. So let's have a little look and see what's all occurring for you. We've got quite a good balance here of cups and wands, no pentacles, and you've got one pentacle, and you've got one swords. So it seems to be that maybe you're thinking about relationships, maybe you're thinking about your feelings, maybe your job, your creative pursuits. Who knows? Right, the current energy that you're putting out right now is the Four of Swords. Let's have a look at that for Taurus, please. Four of Swords for Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? Thank you very much. Good. Okay. So Taurus, it seems to be that there's a few things that have been happening with you lately. You've got the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, you've got the Ten of Wands in reverse, and you've also got the Nine of Swords here. So it seems to be that you're taking a bit of a rest period at the moment. You're maybe getting healthier, trying to regain some balance within your life. I feel that you're trying to alleviate yourself of some things that happened in the past. Some things that really brought you some heavy anxiety, maybe some traumas from the past, but it could also be that you're not quite there just yet. It's almost like are you maybe trying to weigh up the pros and cons as well as trying to make a balance? The reason why I'm asking that is because you have the Tower card here for your potential and challenges, but we'll get to that in a second. We're going to have a look at the bottom of the deck for the subconscious and the hidden. We have Temperance, we have the Five of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Two of Wands here. So it seems to be that what you're really needing right now is a bit of peace. You're needing some tranquility within yourself, and as I say, trying to find some kind of balance within yourself. Maybe you're waiting for the right time to think about, well, how do I execute this? Whether you choose, I think it may be with a job or a relationship, like do I want to stay? Do I want to go? What do I do? But regardless of whether it's a job or a situation, you know that once it's done, it's done. There's no going back to it. And it's going to be sudden. This is like the last straw kind of thing. And with the Two of Wands there as well, there is that, it's almost like well, what kind of path do I take if I go down this road? What kind of path is there for me? As I said, your potential and challenges is the Tower card there. And depending on whether you choose to stay or go, they have different meanings. So it could be uncertainty is ruling you right now. You're just not sure about what to do, where to go, who you'll become. Maybe you're worried about the chaos that comes from it, the collapse of your foundation because of it. Tell me about the Tower card for Taurus, please. Tower card for Taurus. Thank you. I'll into that in a second. We have the High Priestess, we have the Queen of Wands on our side, and we've also got the Nine of Pentacles here. Your intuition is screaming at you of what path it is that you want to take. There's so many signs around you that's telling you what to do. But with the Queen of Wands being on its side there, it's almost like there's a real reluctance for you to pick what it is that you want to do. And by rights, because it does sound like it's a very, very difficult thing for you to do, to make this choice. But the Queen of Pentacles on her side as well is also asking, where does your happiness lie? Because right now, you're not thrilled, but you're also not entirely saddened. So where are you? It's definitely a limbo that you're in. And the question is, what is going to make you more comfortable? What is going to help you lead a richer life? That's what it comes down to. What is going to work for the benefit of you? Because right now you have the you've got the Four of Cups, the Knight of Cups, you've also got the Hermit, and you've got the Page of Cups here. So a lot of cups. A lot of your emotions are tied into what's happening right now. And I feel that there is, with the Four of Cups, there's some kind of a reluctance there for you to be emotive, to deliver those messages that you have within yourself. And why is that? Are you not wanting to feel those feelings, or are you scared of putting those feelings out there in case they're not received well? And the message with the Hermit and the Page of Cups here is using the wisdom that you have gained along the way to look at your emotions with curiosity rather than anything else. Like I keep saying to people, your emotions are your own. They're not for anybody else to tell you what to do with. Emotions are reactive. You know, if you feel angry about something, what triggered that? If you feel sad about something, again, what triggered that? If you don't feel fulfilled, what has triggered that? And approach it from that place of, okay, well, where does it come from and why? And maybe that will help you to gain some grounding on it for yourself. Now, your roots and foundation is the Fool card. Tell me about the Fool for Taurus, please. Tell me about the Fool for Taurus. Thank you very much. Okay. We have the Two of Swords. We've got the World card, the Moon card, the Page of Cups on his side, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. So normally you're quite an explorative person, Taurus. You're one that sees things on the optimistic side. You're not fearful of taking chances where you need to. But for some reason right now, that part of you has been stifled with the Two of Swords. And I wonder if it's got something to do with this Tower moment here. Are you so tied in with this relationship or job that the thought of leaving it is just, I really just don't want to think about that, because then that's absolute chaos. But again, the world is telling you that there will be no completion of a certain cycle for you until this decision has been made. And only then will that happy-go-lucky part of you, that's normally what forms a big part of you, will come back. But yeah, right now, it's really struggling for you. And with the moon card, that's the verification there of really examine what it is that you're afraid of, and really think about so many of these fears. Fear and anxiety, especially what you're feeling right now, they have a habit of teaming up together and making your brain and your heart think and feel things that aren't necessarily accurate. So, for example, I've got everything so tied up in this relationship stroke job that I can't possibly leave it because everything is going to just crumble. How true is that? How much of you is actually tied into this? Do you feel that you can't rebuild? If not, why not? And with the Page of Cups being on its side here, there's emphasis in that reluctance for you to look at that there, because you have stability right now. You have that stability, you have that groundedness, you have the resources that you need um, to give you a good quality of life. But is that true? Let's just say that maybe you do have a lovely home, maybe you do have a nice car, maybe you do have well-made clothes, but do those make you happy? Does that off balance any unhappiness that you may feel in any other area? At the bottom of the deck, again, we've got the Tower. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the Two of Cups here. Yeah, you really are worried about everything just crumbling around you. And while what you gain in that, you can't deny that what you gain in being set free is going to be of extraordinary value to you. There is going to be what you perceive as the threat of displacement. Maybe you're not really going to be sure about who you are, what you're doing, and so on and so forth. But the Eight of Cups is actually telling you here, listen, maybe that's a mentality that you need to walk away from, because this isn't like you. This isn't what you normally do. Now you've got the Two of Cups directly behind there, and I would ask you to ask yourself, Taurus, is a big part of this perhaps because you don't want to be left alone? I know that's a really harsh question to ask you, but perhaps that's one of those moon moments that we were talking about. The fears that our anxieties have built up. So, what is in your recent past is the Three of Wands. So let's have a look at the Three of Wands for you. Three of Wands for Taurus, please. Three of Wands for Taurus. Okay. Three of Wands for Taurus. Oh. A lot of cards on their side here. Okay, we have the Lovers again. Here. We have the Lovers again. We have Temperance on our side. We have the Strength card on its side. The Eight of Swords on its side. And we've also got the Five of Pentacles here. So I feel that the way that it's been for you, if this is a relationship, which is what it's starting to sound like, you had every intention of walking your path with this individual, and leading into the sunset, into your twilight years together. But because you have temperance on its side, and you've got strength on its side, and the Eight of Swords on its side, it's like you're questioning now whether or not this was actually the right move for you. And I feel as well that maybe do you have this feeling, perhaps, Taurus, that you've maybe lost a part of your own identity in there? Which is easy to do when you're in a committed relationship. It's easy for you to just like meld into one organism together. Do you feel that you have been diminished somehow in some capacity? Like maybe your ambitions had to be cut back? Like, do you feel perhaps that with the Eight of Swords on its side, that you've been tethered somehow, that you've been denied freedom, if you like? And maybe that's the case. But why is that the case? Why do you no longer feel that you have your freedom? You've also got the Five of Pentacles there, and I feel that there is that element there of you do have faith that it's going to get better, but it's almost like this isn't what you thought it was going to be. You thought it was going to be different than this. You've got the Hermit, the Nine of Cups, the Empress, and you've also got the Page of Pentacles. You've got the Seven of Pentacles there too. So I feel that, yeah, that this is probably a good idea for you to maybe have some real introspection about what it is that you truly want. What does comfort and satisfaction look like to you? And as far as your capacity for growth and your ability to nurture both yourself and the people around you, is that being fulfilled? Do you have the peace that you wanted? Because naturally, you want to do the right thing. That there's no doubt about that. With the Page of Pentacles here, but the Seven of Pentacles there too. It's more work than you thought it was going to be, and also even then, again, there's that kind of reluctance there. Something is holding you back from enjoying reaping what you sow. So what is it that's holding you back? Now, what to consider is the Emperor. Now, this could be your energy, it could be somebody else's energy. The Emperor is one of authority. He's analytical of thought. He can be quite stern, protective. Tell me about the Emperor, please. Tell me about the Emperor for Taurus. Tell me about the Emperor for Taurus. Oh, come on. Okay, we've got the Six of Wands here. We've got the Two of Cups in reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles, and we've also got the Four of Pentacles here. Okay. Yeah, I feel that as much as if this is somebody else's energy or your energy, I feel like it's leaning towards somebody else's energy. They are very successful. there's no doubt about it. They're an excellent provider. You know, they're really really good at keeping you safe, but something in the love department is lacking. And as I said, you really want to do the right thing. Of course you do. You want to be a good partner. You want to be able to take care of them, and your relationship as much as possible. But there is, yeah, that sensation of being constricted, and I want to say it's like either you or the things that you do are kind of like kept special from other people. I don't know if that's right or not. If that's not right, then I apologise. That has the potential to be quite offensive, I'm sorry, but I can only read it the way that I see it. Yeah, it's like there's something quite stifling here. I don't know, is it the Emperor that's stifling you, or is it your definition of doing the right thing, being a good partner? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Five of Cups, and we've also got the Knight of Wands here. So yeah, these four cards alone at the bottom of the deck have this tremendous amount of energy there of activity. You know, there's boundless vitality and exploration with the Sun. There's clarity, new thinking, victory, truth and communication, intellectual pursuits with the Ace of Wands. With the Ace of Swords, with the Knight of Wands, there is that desire to go out and explore things, take action, be spontaneous. But in the middle of that, there is this tremendous sense of loss. You want to get back to the Three of Wands is here again. You want to get back to that whole looking towards the future now. It's almost like you've stopped doing that now. But this loss, this sense of loss, is slap bang in the middle. And you've realized that with the Ace of Swords. So what, truthfully, Taurus, what hurts more, for you to lose the relationship or for you to lose your sense of self? Which one is going to hurt more? And which one is going to benefit you more? Now, in the near future, you have the Lovers. Now, this could be maybe you taking that Ace of Swords and opening up your communication with your other half and letting them know what's up, which will end up strengthening your relationship. Maybe it's your sense of self coming back to life, and you're re-establishing some healthy boundaries for yourself. Maybe it's a case of duality. Maybe your other half also wants to go out and do things, but they've been trying to do things in the proper way, so they feel just as stifled. Tell me about the Lovers, please, for Taurus. Tell me about the Lovers. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Star card, the Magician. We've also got the Ace of Wands in reverse here. So regardless if you choose to stay within your relationship or to not stay within the relationship, because ultimately I can't tell you which way to go. Only you know the right path for you. What this is going to do is it is going to lead to your expansion, but it's that slow and steady way. And what that's also going to do is that's going to put you onto this area of really, really honing in on some of the things that you really want to do. So let's say, for example, that you do stay with your partner. With the Knight of Pentacles, there's so much exploration to be done in there to gather the new resources, to find out and learn about one another. The Eight of Pentacles is, you two really working on your vows together, and what it is that makes both of you tick, because you both have different values. You're two separate individuals after all, and it leads you onto this beautiful path. Now the same can be said if you decide to fly solo. Puts you on the right path. But with the Star card, there is that element of that wish. What is the wish that you strive for? Also, another thing to consider is we have so many different types of energies that are flowing through us. Some of these energies are masculine, some of these energies are feminine. Now, have you been explicit about what you feel? Or have you been implicit, thinking that, oh no, they'll get my drift if I do things in this way? Chances are they probably haven't. So maybe that's something to think about. Now, you have this ability to transform your current situation with the Magician here. Because you want it enough, you recognize that there is a problem. If you work on that, it will transform into something incredible for you. You just have to really, really want it. Because you can change that frown upside down. Because that's what the Magician does. He's a master alchemist. What's interesting is that you have this Ace of Wands in reverse here. And I am wondering if this is a situation or a remembrance of a situation. Like, are you maybe pining for the Taurus you used to be before you were in this dynamic? I'm never going to get those years back, kind of thing. Or I'm never going to get to do this thing again because now I've got this. Now, at the bottom here, we have the Sun card, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Wands here. Also got the Seven of Cups. Now, the Sun, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles being together there, that talks to me about that equal give and take between what does your inner child really want to do and the hard work that you want to do, that cultivation of something. And if this is in fact your star moment, then maybe that's something that that Ace of Swords from before will help you with, that whole gaining clarity and having the conversation, as uncomfortable as it may be. Because frustrations quite easily bring about the rise of the inner child. Because we're frustrated, we're bored, we're sick, fed up. We just want to shake it up. You know, we want an injection of vitality. So we will do those things that our id goes, oh my God, that's so exciting, let's go and do that. But can you though? And I feel that that's what these three questions are saying. These three questions here telling you that, well, or that the three questions asking you, where do you want to be right now? And does it really have to be all or nothing? Because you need to have balance between them both. You're still walking the path that leads towards your future, there is no doubt about it. But the Seven of Cups is telling you there are so many distractions, so many things around you. And hey, looky, the Emperor is back again. Now, objectively, Taurus, is there maybe somebody else's relationship that looks like, you know, Facebook perfect, that's kind of making you feel a little bit green-eyed? Because that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But again, how true is that? Your view of self right now is the King of Pentacles. Hello, we'll keep you. We'll keep you both. Tell me about the King of Pentacles for Taurus, please. Thank you very much. Oh. Okay, we have, in fact, I'll put you up here. For the King of Pentacles, we have the Judgment card, we have the Two of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and we've also got the Fool card here. Okay. So yes, you are very much, your view of self right now is you are very stable, you are very established, you know, you do have that strength within you of being very capable. And there is no doubt about that, you know that for a fact. Now, I feel that if you were to really, really think hard and do some introspection, I feel that because you have the Judgment card here and the Two of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords here, the story that those four cards tell me is there's a huge degree of you needing to, of course you don't have to, but needing to, really look at what your revelation of self is here. Are you being authentic with what you're wanting? Because your authenticity lies in the path that you are taking that leads you to fulfillment, that leads you to comfort and security and happiness. And Judgment is also asking you for you to be really authentic and think about this Five of Swords energy. Is it self-sabotage? Because there is a very strong potential here for you to burn a bridge. one they can't come back from. And if it is because you want to be free-spirited and you want to be going on a journey again with the Fool card here, then maybe ask yourself, depending on the answer that you get to your question about truth, what does the Fool card's journey look like to you? Can you include this relationship or this situation with your plans? How can you do that? We've got the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Wands, and we've got the Seven of Cups, and that Emperor's back again. I feel that if you are honest and you just present yourself authentically to this other person, you're going to be really surprised at the amount of compassion that is going to be shown to you, the amount of support that you're going to be getting. Because your other half adores you, from what I can see here. And I feel as well that by you telling them explicitly what is in your heart and your mind, they're going to be hit with a whole bunch of feelings that they didn't know about because you haven't been forthright about it. But they will still be well received. It might hurt at first, but they will still be well received because they want you to be happy. They want you they want to be with you on this path going through. And I feel that with the Seven of Cups showing up the way that it is now, if you were to show them all of these shiny things that you were super interested in, then I feel that the Emperor is going to realize that perhaps it's time to take a step back and to start exploring these things with you. Your external factors is the Ace of Wands. So there is something on the horizon there that has really piqued your interest. And I feel like it's something that is really exciting to you. Wondering if it's something to do with travel. Tell me about the Ace of Wands for Taurus, please. Tell me about the Ace of Wands for Taurus. Thank you very much. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Pentacles on its side, we've got the Five of Cups, and we've also got the Queen, the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Five of Cups here. Okay. Now here's the thing, Taurus, to ask you. Because you haven't explicitly expressed these things before, I wonder if this is why you're being distant. Because with Seven of Pentacles being on its side, you don't want anything to come to an end. But are you perhaps being distant so that should it come to the end, you're not going to get that hurt? Because you really, really, really do want to take on this experience that has popped up. You really do. Like, it's important to you. I feel it's so important to you that you're quite willing to jeopardize things that are close to your heart. Have maybe things at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Five of Wands, you've got the Four of Swords, and you've got the Emperor here again. Have things maybe been, have there been some fights or some arguments lately? And you just really want a rest from this Emperor energy? Well, the question is, what are the source of those fights? Because if you're emotionally distant and not wanting to make a connection, then there will be fights. Maybe you don't feel loved anymore. And because you don't feel loved, that's where the fights are coming from. Now, your hopes and fears is the Six of Cups here. Tell me about the Six of Cups, please. I got that Tower card again. We've got the Nine of Cups. We've got the Hanged Man, and we've got the King of Pentacles here. So I feel that it's almost like a great deal of things have changed for you. Things are not the same as what they once were. And that has really, really done a number on you about how you're feeling about yourself, how you're feeling about your own stability. And I feel that you had really, really wished that this could all be a reality for you, you know, that time could be changed and that things could still be nice and happy. But you do feel that something has been sacrificed. And that's made you dreadfully unsure about what to do. Now, the thing is that with the Hanged Man, quite apart from the message of sacrifice, there is the potential there of changing your perspective. Changing the perspective of the King of Pentacles about what really values, what really matters to you, what is of value to you. You know, how do you term prosperity and comfort? Excuse me. Now you've got the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Cups again. You've got the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords here. Also got the Eight of Cups. Now I feel with the Six of Pentacles, there is some aspect of give and take here. You know, things have been said and done in the past. That haven't helped your current situation, absolutely. But because you have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords here, there is that's like that double danger of really, really fast action. And I feel that like there's a warning in there about being hasty. Both knights are impetuous, they're rebellious, and they're a bit too eager to get in about it. Now, perhaps with the Eight of Cups, again, that comes from that feeling of abandonment that you have. But the truth of the matter is that what you're doing is you're building something here. There's that question of cooperation with the Three of Pentacles. And the Knight of Cups right behind there saying, if you really want to make this work, Taurus, then you need to be clear on what your feelings are. And so does the other person. And your potential outcome is the Eight of Cups there. Again, that is that doing your best and walking away. Can also talk about that fear of abandonment and so on. Seven of Cups again. Do you have other choices? Other options? Tell me about the Eight of Cups, please. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. Okay. Okay, we've got the King of Cups in reverse, we've got the Seven of Swords, we've got the Three of Cups, and we've also got the Three of Wands here. I feel that it's time for you to make a choice, Taurus. Because simply distancing yourself and trying to sneak away so that you can have fun with your life, if that is the path of action that you want to take, then go and take it. No judgment on that part. But if you feel that you have to walk away because the other person is distancing themselves from you, and maybe you're worried about deception, then choose that path. Because then you'll get to love your life again. But somebody within here is not on the up and up. Somebody, whether it's you or this other person, are not being completely honest. And I think the reason why it hasn't really been discussed, you've got the Nine of Wands here, is because there is that element of wanting to keep yourself safe, you or the other person. Because this isn't the first time that this situation has cropped up for you. With the Seven of Cups. The Page of Swords is telling you, if you want it, you will fight for it. You need to fight for the things that you want to do. Because the connections that you have with your family, with the Four of Wands here, your foundations are strong. But they will only remain strong if you can maintain communication. But the Four of Cups has popped up again there. Somebody doesn't want to talk about it. So, Taurus, that is our reading for today. I'm so sorry that that wasn't a more positive reading for you, but it was a truthful and honest reading nonetheless. So if this is for you, then I hope that I've given you a lot to think about and a lot to consider. And if this was the reading for you, then please feel free to hit the like and share buttons and consider subscribing to the channel to help me grow it. That would be nice. And if you're interested, I have a link to your manifestation reading from last time down in the description box below, so you can click on that too and give that a review. All right. But in the meantime, Taurus, please do take care of yourself. All right. Bye.